G'day everyone, welcome to the Open Mills channel. Today we're going to do a few different things and I'll get to that in a sec, but welcome to all the new subscribers. This is just my channel about Opal basically and what I get up to with it, and it's going to be from hopefully next weekend pitching a claim, mining, buying parcels, cutting, carving. I've even tried doublets and inlay, and setting in silver, bit of silversmithing. So a little bit of everything on this channel, trying to keep it interesting and show you quite a bit about everything that goes on with Opal from one end of the scale to the other. So as some of you would have noticed, this channel has now been monetized, and I've got a really good idea. So to make it worth having to put up with the adverts, there's an AdSense account. They paid for the adverts. I'm going to leave that build up for about 6 months and see what's in there. Yeah, we can go buy an actual parcel with the proceeds, which would be awesome, and see what we can do, maybe a giveaway and stuff like that. Help flow some of the channel back your way. Thanks for helping creating it along with me. It's not just been me. I've had a lot of support by you guys with comments and everything. Believe it or not, I do get quite a few ideas from you guys on stuff to do. I've got plenty to go on with, don't get me wrong, but every now and then it's like, oh, I might have missed something or taken something for granted, and yeah, questions help me go into a bit more explanation, whether it be how to set Opal, how I cut a dome on an Opal, how to make rings, you know, just little steps, some of the little tricks with the self-made tools even. So anyway, gonna get on with this one. So I've decided we're gonna cut, well, probably a few stones, but we're gonna start with these as are, and go into a bit of detail with the issues with them. It's quite a nice looking stone on face value, but that's not a problem, that can thin right down. The issue with this one's gonna be, let's just have to zoom in, I think, if we can get it on camera. Just grab a pencil, see if we can see it. So if we look in the light reflection, you see this line just through there, and that's the start of a fault floor that runs, so I'm trying to see this at the same time, all the way to this corner anyway. Like that. So I think if I colour it in, I'll wipe it off. Some of that may stay in there and highlight it. There you go. So now we can really see that line through there. It's the fault. Just a bit of graphite helps show that up. So yeah, there we go. See, it starts right around here, so goes all the way down to this corner, but then it stops, which doesn't make sense, but shows that it may stay shallow up here. Yeah, it doesn't seem to come around too much more. So I'm going to try and roll that out. If we can preserve that, awesome. So if I can get that out, that'll be great. Otherwise, it's going to have to somehow get cut to avoid, and get maybe a stone over here, one over here obviously, and maybe something there, but just to get rid of that. So hopefully it will roll out mostly. The larger the stone, the better, because it's really nice. And this one, so over this side, this long edge here, has, as you can see right through there, crack running all the way to that end. So I'm going to run the saw blade through that crack. But then we've got an issue, or two, or three or four. One being this patch of potch, but under closer scrutiny, just get another light on here, it's not that deep. So I can roll that edge out, I think, retaining the whole size of this stone. But then there is, let's see if I can get my pointer on it. As you can sort of see there, a couple of spots of sand, but I think they're just up the surface, but they do duck down in a little bit. So we'll try and get all those out, but the first thing will be cutting that edge, and then we'll see what we can do with the rest. Again, retaining the size of it would be awesome. It's a huge, nice stone, this one. So that's the plan for those two. And I'm going to tackle this one too. Decided. Oh. Yep, no, she's still good, she's still good. Don't like those cracks though. Yeah, no. Didn't think so. We'll see what we can do with that piece. It's a nice little teardrop if we can salvage it. It's not going to break up because this is the rest of that other one that broke up. Yeah, she's breaking up quite easily. I'll leave that as is. Hopefully I can tidy that up without it breaking off under here further. Salvage job. So it's 1, 2. I'm not sure on this bit. Seems pretty sound. I like that black patch over this side, so I might get a stone out of over here and another one from over here. Unless if I take that down it gets a bit darker, it would be nice, and I'll get a one big one. So we'll try that. Just tidy those ones up on the wheel. This one's going to go to the saw. This one to the wheel. Oops, you can't see that. Sorry. These ones are going on the wheel. This one for the saw, then the wheel. And over here, a little 8.5 carat freeform triangle. It's a really nice colour. I'm going to make a pendant. So we're going to do a couple of things in this video. So I think that way up for the pendant. Zoom in a bit. Could go that way. It doesn't really, I don't know. I'd like it to have gone that way. I did like the flash that way. I think that way. It's just that, yeah, from the side not a problem, from the top a little bit too. So when you're looking sort of down towards it when it's hanging, you get that flash, but if it was up this way you'd get a dead spot. So definitely I think we're going with that one. So there we go. A really nice stone. Love that blue. It goes down into some green, goldy sort of flash. Hint of red little strip and some pinfire, speckled. But yeah, gorgeous little piece of matrix, that one. So we're going to set that in a pendant. and cut these. So I'll head over to the saw and start getting onto that one. Alright, so that edge just basically shattered, so I kept to the outside of the, there's no point wasting this stone running the blade through, so I ran it through sort of this side along the cut. There's a little bit of a bit I need to get out still, but that just broke off and shattered. There was nothing left of that, but now we have a really nice whole piece that should be pretty stable. Awesome. So I might just start on the pendant before I just get too far. That way I can get something together in the pickle and get on with some cutting while I'm making the most of my time. Alright, so what we're going to start with is the bezel. So that's the bezel strip. That'll get cut down a bit shorter afterwards. We'll get it into the shape. It's going to go on the plate. We'll cut that out. I don't think there's really much. We'll leave it open back maybe. And loop and bail. So I'm going to start with this and just start moulding around the stone. Start with a straight edge. Just give it a quick file. So as it's going to hang from the top here, that's where I'd like my join to be. That way I've got my join solder and the bail solder all in the one spot, and it kind of helps it stick together and flow because there's already solder there when you're soldering on another bit. So that way it keeps it all in one spot as well. So I'm going to start up there. And give it a nice little tight kink to start it off. Just to make sure it likes to go around that corner there, up to the top. Sorry, that way up. I have to work side on. So we're going to come down. Pin that to the side. Might be able to just bend this a bit easier like this. Alright, now we're going to go quickly solder this and leave it to pickle while we cut a couple of stones. Alright, so today's victims. Might start with these pieces. A bit more straightforward, hopefully. Okay, not a bad result. We've dealt with most issues. It's getting a bit brighter as we come down. There's a little bit of fog left over the top. I think they're a little bit more showy. And these bits, so they may break and crack up a little bit more, who knows, but I'm going to be as gentle as I can, and at least they can be specimens if nothing else, and possibly set. I wouldn't put too much pressure on them setting them. It's a bit of a, yeah, making the most of. So I'll get to dopping these, but we've got this out of the pickle. So I'm going to give it a tidy up on the inside, a bit of a file, make sure there's no extra build up, reshape it and make sure it fits the stone. Flatten the base out to get it on the plate and we'll solder that. Alright, so reshaping it, giving it a bit of a bend there. I'm just going to squish it over the top of the stone. Push the stone all the way through. Make sure any bow in the middle, because it's got to come in from the top when I put it in, so if it doesn't go all the way through, it's not going to come back in from that side either. It's a little bit of a struggle. Grab these pliers with this flat sort of corner here. Come over here and just give it a bit of a manipulation. It may loosen this setting up a little bit. I don't want it loose. Hopefully it's pretty tight, but there should be at least a little play to slip the stone in and out. So I like the stone to go perfectly. That way I don't have to check it later and risk it going in and not coming out. Things like that, though that does happen. Sometimes you gauge it a bit fine. So now I can find something to sit this on, and I can push down on the bezel around it. Just grab another bit of slice of boulder, sit that under, and I can push down on top. There we go. It's just come out. So now I theoretically should be able to get it back in that way, which is the way I want to be able to set it afterwards. Look at that. Not a problem. You can do that a few times to make sure it does go in and out and in and out. Not a problem. But we do need to make sure this one that we have a flat surface. So that's the way up it goes. We want to make sure all that surface is touching, otherwise it won't be touching when it goes down on the plate. Still missing here, here and there. Okay, so now we're gonna double check the shape, make sure I didn't put it out. Now it's gonna have a lip on the bottom, so it's not gonna go all the way through, but I don't need it to go through that way anyway, so we'll try and pop it back out through the front. But yep, that's a good fit. That was a task. So, I'll come over here. Set that like that. Find our pen. And we'll cut that out like so. Alright, over to the solder table. Alright, let's start with one of these. So, we've got this finally cut. I'll take them off and have a look after. Got this out of the pickle. Just going to trim it up, put a loop and a bail on it, let it pickle again and polish it. So we're going to grab the little snips. Like so. And a bit of overkill with a big file, but keep me honest. Alright, there we go, nicely trimmed up, a couple of burrs still on it. I'll come off with the sanding. And I thought, polish the back up, some nice colour in the back. Why cover it up? Make it really stand out. Probably shouldn't put it in. Got the back on off so I can poke it back out if I need. But yeah, I like the way that's flashing around. Yeah, it's gonna look cool. Anyway, I'll get the ring and the bail made up. That's a bit of bail and just a bit of this for the loop. Alright, here's our components. Pendant, ring. Need to get that on before the bail on. I might just head for a clean side of the brick so I can see what I'm doing. Okay, so got that all soldered up beautifully. Got to pick it a bit longer, but I'm going to go ahead and start slicing this down a bit around here because it's a little bit high on the bezel, and I like it to fit nicely. Right, we're at the stage. It's all cut down. I've pre-polished it to sanded it to an 800. I'll probably touch it up a touch with the 8 again afterwards and go from there. But moment of truth. See if we can get her in. Need to measure. There we go. So it's nice and flush on the inside. Comes up over the corners, not a problem. Not too high though. So yeah, start folding it in. I can get a closer view for you. Okay, so some mass manipulation later. Push that in. Nice hugging fit all the way around. Still sitting flat. Nice little flash at the back. Glad I left that open. What a waste otherwise. That's why it's always worth polishing the back up with stones, even just for presentation. Added feature. That looks unreal. Oh my gosh. Really like that blue. Hard time parting with this stone. But blue was what was after. So I hope you like it. I presume this is going to be a gift for someone, for the person buying this. So hope they like it. So I'll get on and polish it, well, sand it, pre-polish it, and polish it. Then we can have a look at the stones. Well, here we are at the end of another one, almost. So we've got here some of the stones that were on the live test on the weekend. I started a couple of stones and didn't get to finish them all. I finished off this one, but the video quality wasn't the best as far as same phone, same camera that I'm filming right now on, but yeah, during a live stream it uses one of the 3 cameras on the front that doesn't really, yeah, I don't know, it's just not showing proper. But check this out. I'm gonna have to zoom in for this. Oops, way too much. Come on, just gonna do that fogging up thing. It's that time of night. As black as they come. Some purple, blues all over it. Some spot or another. It's got a nice little roll of a flush there. That angle. Condensation. So yeah, that turned out rather nice. And I'll weigh these after. So I think that was another one that I'd started on the live, just started cleaning up. I'm not sure how clean it came on the inside, but it's polished up quite well. Quite a nice little stone. Ooh, clunk. And these were the ones from Andamooka that I'd started cleaning up. And turned out alright. Full of colour. And this was the one I ended up doing a marquee type shape. There's a touch of sand still on that little. I'm like, I don't care. It's for me. I didn't want to reduce the stone anymore just to get rid of that. By the time there's a bezel on it, I probably won't even notice it. Yeah, I like this one. It's a really nice colour in that. So they've got a bit of everything from black, dark base through to crystal. Whole range of opal in that one. Go away, moth. Attracted to the light. And this one was the little dark one that I said had a glint of red in it. And didn't clean up 100%, but I like it. It's really nice red in there. Very deep, dark base. Yeah, I think I might have to make myself a ring. Kihi. I only made myself a couple of rings and that was years ago. I haven't made myself in a while, if anything in a while. So there we go, that's those ones. And here's the ones that we started cutting in this video. I'll start with these ones. Bottom end of the spectrum. Didn't bother on the bottom, simply because it's just got cracks, way too many cracks through it, and I didn't want to disturb that. It's likely to, or more likely to break apart there. So if this is just gently put into a collection somewhere, it's a nice specimen, that's for sure. You can see the crack in there. It's cool in here. There's one down here somewhere. But still, yeah, very pretty stone. Again, if this was to be set, I'd be very cautious, just due to the fact that little crack down this can. It's just in there. Can't really do much about that. Well, I suppose I could have just made that the stain. No, I think it looks better like that. And for all intents and purposes, it could withstand the setting, just very, very carefully put. Or another collection piece. Perfect for the collection, great for showing off. And unfortunately, third strike. Again, it's just got cracks. The bottom I couldn't quite tidy up the best. It's just too many chips in there, it's getting too thin. But it's together. Again, maybe a gentle setting. Bezel. It might survive. Or collection piece. Brilliant specimen. Fantastic colour in it too. Such a shame about the cracks. Them's the breaks. Do a low light of these, yeah, after, if I didn't say that already. So here's some really nice stuff. So this one had that little flaw that was in here down to that corner, and it came out 100% clean. Beautiful, check that out. I like that blue in this camera. It's more of a purple and green in person. She fly. Get out of my ear. So yeah, fantastic little stone, that one. Absolutely gorgeous. Very sparkly. And this one, same again. So I'm just getting the condensation off. You can see more of the green in this one now. Sparkly as in person. Very sparkly. Sparkly as, man. Yeah, very sparkly. Wow. Come on, flies. So I've turned all the other lights off in here just to get this one light angle. So the flies I like to hanging around at the moment. They're not flies, they're just little bugs. That is awesome, that stone. Check it out. There is, however, I'm not even going to point it out. If you can't see it, you can't see it. It's one little spot of sand in there. Not sand, but whatever that impurity stuff was that's in there, but good luck finding it. If you're noticing that, you're missing the stone. So yeah, another one we'll put him on the scales after. Can't wait to see what these weigh. I haven't weighed these yet. It's all in a day's work today, so it's late at night. So, here we go. I'll zoom back out a bit. Pendant. Ta-da! Magical. Sorry, I'm just staring at that below you. Take it out. So, here we go. Nice low bezel. High dome on this one. You should be very happy, I'm pretty sure, with this. It went for a bit of a bargain, but it's going to be for someone special apparently. So yeah, very nice. I'm very happy with that. And I'm sure they will be too. Full of colour. I know it's not lightning ridge black opal, but you know, fraction of the price. And that's real opal. I mean, it's not opal. And good luck affording that, if that was. So yeah, fantastic. I'm stoked. It's good to see some of my work finally getting set as well. I can't just do every single piece. I've got way too much. So it's like, as it's demanded, I'll get to it. And yeah, I'm stoked I've got to do this one. Can't stop looking at it. So yeah, I'll do a low light of these afterwards as well. And of the pendant is in as well. At the moment, we'll do some weighing. I'm keen to see what the, at least 3 stones anyway, are gonna weigh. So I'll just move all this. Trusty. Okay, so this one I'm really keen to find out. Come back here, find out about. So whatever that is per carat times, 4 3/4. Wow, that's pretty big. So, you know, it's as N1 as it comes. You can call it N2, whatever. It is the blue, purple. It's not the high end value of red, but as black opal goes, it's black opal. So, you know, $100 a carat is a $475 stone, or for every $100 a carat that this is worth, it's $475. So I hope she's pleased with this one. And yeah, why not? 5.5 carat. 5.5 carat specimen quality. Beautiful cut. Still worth something. Just not what it could have been. Now, so these are a little bit thick in here. Not that that detracts from the value as such, because the value is that. So that gets a price, regardless of the size, weight, as in, that gets a price for the size, as in surface area, pattern, color, brightness. So there's a price assigned to that. It is a bit thick, but could have come down a bit. So that's extra dead carats, but we'll call that 10 carats for all intents and purposes, 0.2 off, 0.02 off. So a 10 carat stone. Probably price it at, if you're going to price this at about 7 or 8 carats. Myself anyway, that's the way I'd do it, because I know I've left this a little bit thick. It's not super thick. Maybe I'm overthinking this. So anyway, whatever that is a carat, yeah, carat price. Again, for every 100, you could call that $1,000 stone. Wow. Nervous holding it now. No. Which makes this one, wow, 20 carat. For every 100, that's $2,000 stone. And that is definitely a $100 to $200 a carat material, to be honest. That is, yeah, very good colour. Very nice. So even at 150 a carat, so about 3,000. Beautiful. Awesome. I think she'll be very pleased. And I'm maybe even being conservative on prices. I don't like to overprice. Yeah. So yeah, that was a bit of a surprise actually, the weight of those. and I'll get to and put some low light in. Yeah, stop playing. Alright, I'll get on with this. I've got to do some carving. Yeah, I'll do that tomorrow, so that'll be the next video. Yeah, I'll catch you then. Cheers.